Look how many people there are.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Sure.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs and Clyde. What you want?
Biggs,
I mean Wedge, not Clyde.
Aye, aye. But we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Mm-hmm.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thrice.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
What is that shit around my neck? Oh, I forgot to re-put my glamour on. Huh. I look like I'm fucking explosive device around my neck.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in.
I do what I want.
What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Weird. Oh!
Now I have you.
What the?
You are right.
What's happening?
Now I have you.
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
What the?
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
What do you mean throw wide the gates?
Safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Whoa, Tataru knows. Oh, I'm back here. What the hell? Bruh! What the?
Not look at me, Sal.
Archivant!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you.
We did everything.
The Warrior of Darkness.
Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Yo, everybody. What? Minfilia?
Your time has not yet come.
What? Where am I? The hell is that? The Warrior of Darkness. Bruh, I'm in a purple forest. Into the afterlife? Dude, I'm not dead.
From endless dreams I awake.
It's the Warrior of Darkness's voice.
Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
My boy! Kinda looks like him.
To meet someone out here is not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
Looks like Vermont. A little. Different hair color though. What do you mean, this time of night? Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
Uh-huh.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk yet, he'd reply.
I see. So I've traveled to the Warrior of Darkness's world, huh? Interesting. That was consumed by light. Interesting.
Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when.
100 years ago this happened.
You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Ew, no. Mm-mm.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around.
Mm-hmm.
Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Crystarium.
To dizzying heights it rises. The gleaming spire, its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew, between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt, the one true struggle.
Shadowbringers. Uh-huh. Interesting. Oh boy, I love the new area, no currents. Mm-hmm. I can't even use my mount. Interesting. This place is pretty though. Warrior of Darkness said his world was consumed by light entirely. And it was not good. So I'm assuming I've been transported to his world. Mayhap to learn from his mistakes? To prevent it from happening in my world? Possibly. Pray something. By the 12.
Halt.
Don't tell me what to do. Wait, what? Bunny. Wait, this is the first time I've seen a bunny race, I think.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not.
Yeah, well, now you're gonna get to know
This
it.
is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Alright, what you want?
From where do you hail?
Ishgard. The source. I'm gonna say the source.
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense? Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment.
Bro, I told you the truth.
And I will not suffer you to pass.
Alright, fight me then. What the hell? Wait, what? Whoa! Ew, what is that? She's also a dancer. Drop the crystal?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Bruh! What the hell? It ate bro.
Everything all right, Captain?
Oh, that's the dude. Enigmatic figure. It's him.
You're right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
Sin eater. Oh, is it because he drank alcohol or something?
Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more.
Is this place like no sins or you die? Only light, only pureness?
I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objection.
Is that like the what's happening here?
Another of your mysterious friends, is it?
Interesting.
I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city.
Maybe because this place is only light, anything
Pray
that's
forgive
labeled as
my
a
less
sin,
than cordial
you get
welcome.
killed or
May the rest
something.
of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Bruh, that's not good.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
Okay, enigmatic figure.
Right then. Before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
You're the one who called to me, huh?
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief.
Crystal Exarch. It's probably 100%
So, we come to the
Ursika.
question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact.
Okay, so we're in the first
As
realm.
to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Oh, okay, so he called all the Scions and me here. That means I'll see them soon. Poggers! Are the Scions here? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused? Yeah, true.
An inkling, yes. I can only beg your forgiveness. Matters here forced my hand, but all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above.
Streak of the forest? Yeah, true, literally.
Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light.
Yeah, this is the Warrior of Darkness's world. As I
It began a
said.
century ago, by this realm's reckoning.
Uh-huh.
A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path.
This is the first
More than
world.
9/10 of this star was lost.
Wow.
And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity.
Mm-hmm.
It was to save the first from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Uh-huh.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the first, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
I see, I see, I see.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
So something so terribly bad is happening. And this guy has the ability to be the bridge between worlds like the Avatar. And he needed my help. Because I'm the strongest out of all the worlds combined. True. Most recent One Piece chapter was amazing. 1080. It was so good.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol. A monument to defiance in the face of death.
Mm-hmm.
No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
He already made a move, Meru. What do you mean? The Crystarium. or near villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world as if from unseen cracks it pooled and swelled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We called the calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet, just when it seemed that all had lost, a savior appeared before us. The Oracle of Light, she stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay in the flood. Thus was Norvrand, and Norv alone spared the fate of erasure. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the light from Norv's sky. Even now they circle in the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. The world becoming what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would glad to retell it for you. This is like the place that I was in. I guess I'm assuming these are all the realms. The circle represents each realm, each world, each star.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions.
Yes,
to put
tell
it
me.
simply, they are here in the first.
W?
Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source.
Interesting.
In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true.
Wow, so they've been
Pace
here for
fluctuates
years.
without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted.
Or they
That
potentially
said,
could have
we
been
seem
here
to
for
be
years.
entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time.
Okay, never mind.
As for your companions, however, Y'shtola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters.
Oh,
I'm
never
told,
mind.
While Thancred's count stands at 5.
Wow, they've been here for 3
Even
years.
Our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year.
Holy shit. 5 years of not seeing Thancred.
My intention had
Well, him
been
not
to
seeing
summon
me,
only
rather.
you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well. As they were not the object
Bruh.
of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though
Bruh.
they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch.
He really did show up naked,
Consequently,
huh?
while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Surely there's a way they can go back. Then find a way to send them back. What have they been doing all this time? Yeah, then find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future. That which would one day come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity.
Whoa.
And the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scion's mightiest champion. He watched you die.
That can't be true.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours.
No way
Their
he
souls
saw
were
that.
stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity.
Oh, simple then. Just kill all the Sin Eaters.
Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips.
Dude, 5
I shall,
years
of course,
since
be happy
Thancred
to
saw
assist in
me.
these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand.
Dude, that's
Meanwhile,
crazy.
I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home.
It's been like a day since I saw Thancred, but for him it's been 5 years since he saw me.
What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
For the moment, but I'll see you keep that promise. For want of a better choice. Yeah, you better keep your word, bro. I'll kill you.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
Most benevolent savior of the world. Yeah? That's me.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. What you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Purchased. What if my money doesn't work in this dimension?
Ah, yes. You must be curious
Oh.
about the currency.
True.
Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
Oh, so the money is universal. Across dimensions.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but was all a jumbled mess following the flood.
I see.
After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil,
Bruh.
a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your Stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here.
Wow,
or
it's 1 to
near
1.
enough to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Bruh. They have everything. Are those iPhones? Wait, they are. They're phone cases. I thought that was the real thing for a second.
But I
But
fear
they're
it would not
phones.
be practical for us to provide everything to which
So
you are
stupid.
accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your home world.
Even my character thought it was the real deal.
A Van Kerm Sin?
The hell?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Who the hell are you? A fairy?
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task.
A pixie?
This fine lady is a friend from a distant realm.
I want to say we're friends
we
yet.
have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from her home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift?
Maybe.
How wonderfully exciting. What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did. You've the heart of a pixie, you do. After careful consideration, I have decided to grant you my assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Yes, everything came with me. I obviously have my clothes.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth,
I get what's happening here.
And you, my snay yak, like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken.
Just tell me that I
from
could
one
come
to the
back
other.
and forth whenever I didn't lose anything. It's reassuring me.
Raise your hand.
No teeth.
Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling.
No
Come
immersion
then,
break from
make
going back
your
to the
request.
source.
Tell me your desire.
Yeah.
I wish to visit this world
Yeah,
of
they
yours.
made sure.
Mayhap her message to
They
your
took
friends
the
in
time
source
to make
inform
it
them
so
of your
it's
safe
like
arrival.
if I go back, it's like it canonically makes sense that I could go back. Send a message to Corail. Fuck Tataru.
Consider it done.
And I even have a way to communicate with the outside too.
As you heard, that was Feo Ul of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
Deliver Moogle's market board. Yup. Because of the fairy. Interesting. They thought of the immersion. They really thought of it, huh? Mm-hmm. They have lemon trees. The hell? What the? The Warrior of Darkness. What the?
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the source.
Yeah. The Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Bro, why did you try talking to me if you thought I couldn't hear you?
Gods, how long has it been? I That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the source. A daft one, looking back.
Nerd ass name, bro. Why'd you tell me that? Ardbert.
If you recall my tale, it was my
Bert
comrades
had
and I
ass.
who caused the flood.
I remember.
We thought our home doomed.
Ardbert.
And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the source and try to hasten their God's damned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia. How she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the first. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear
I have it.
witness.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100 years, bruv.
Years. 100 long years.
Or you can't drink that. You're just a spirit.
My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift.
Mm-hmm. Boo-hoo, bruh. Boo-hoo.
I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the
flip?
edges.
No.
Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in
I
this
got
room.
scammed.
Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that?
Bro, Trohi, he doesn't even watch me anymore. He flaked on meeting IRL. He said he would, but then didn't. And he doesn't watch me anymore.
You were summoned to save the first.
He's still a tier 3 though. Real one for that.
This
Yeah.
world is beyond saving, like those who tried to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end.
Copium.
Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
Fine, you want a coin flip? We'll do a coin flip. That's fine. In the trailer. After we watch your
how did you
VOD.
find your new quarters?
Yeah, it was
I
sick.
trust you were able to rest.
Kinda. Enough, thank you. I had a ghostly visitor.
I was not aware the room was haunted, and you were rather tired.
Exactly,
Well,
Grim.
Should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know.
The voice acting alone makes this better.
Now, let us return to the subject of the Scion's whereabouts.
Bro, it's like a whole different
This map
dimension.
shows the lands of Norvrant, the only area to be spared the flood of light.
Oh, I see. I see. Wow.
The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland.
Wow. This is the only area in the world spared.
To the north is the fairy kingdom of Il-Mech. That is where you'll find Urianger.
Okay, I'm going there last then.
To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest.
Alright, I'm going there first.
Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Don't matter, innit? It don't
As
matter.
such, I would suggest you first seek out one of the twins,
Ugh.
each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium.
Ugh.
Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement.
For a year now.
Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe.
Dude, no wonder in the trailer they looked older and stronger. They've been here for years.
So, will it be Calicia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you have made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
I am gonna go get Ali first.
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion, and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of Sin Eaters.
Whoa.
Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Thancred's with that little, like, Karibo.
Arang. From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose.
Nabath.
When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armarang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Armarang. So this is a Mord. That's a kobold.
Master Gengen, this is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Bro, even this is voice acted. W.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mord's Souk.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Armarang. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Armarang by choice, but Mord Souk's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mord do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Maud philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
What's that?
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
As the good Maud says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense.
W. I ain't paying for
A
shit.
Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
And he didn't just steal it? What an honorable man.
Verbert gold?
Uh-oh.
Real Verbert gold?
Never mind. Everyone wants it.
Newcomer, crack your coin purse with me.
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer? I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny.
Damn.
Over here!
Come and look.
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Variety of goods. Oh, for inspect each one of his exotic dishes. Worms. Mm-hmm. Bread. It's like pita bread. Skewers with frogs on them. I think I'll just take the meat. Looks good. Best parts of the lizard. Lizard meat. Uh-huh. Maybe I'll pass on everything. I'll take the... Actually, I'll take the bread. Can't go wrong with carbs. Face. Why is it crunchy? Blech, blech. Bro, I'm like dying. What the hell? Bruh. Guy brought me down more than Xenos. Also, what is this angle? Will you eat the lot? Every last mouthful. I think I'll share the rest. Dude, out of every angle, like I'm not even wearing something revealing. What the fuck? Stop. Damn, this shit's a mess. Welcome to the inn. Wow. Some inn. This illness isn't contagious, is it? Yeah, I only care about myself. Contagious? Well, no, not as far as we know. Like I've met anyone besides Elsie who was so unfamiliar with her situation. Most folk have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. Oh shit. Dropped my screwdriver. Might leave out some obvious, so it's best to have Allie say. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's a current just somewhere. There it is. Wait, I'm a sage. I gotta be careful. Yo! Okay. Swap. Shine! Dude, that's the wave of light. What the hell? It's huge, I think. Footprints, small footprints. You think? I think so. Look at it, it's huge. Yeah, I think so. Huge. Is that her? Oh, it's not. That's another player. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, this person's in a cutscene. I guess that means I'm about to enter a cutscene. Steps are in a triangle. I know, right? Illuminati. Ew.
Get back here!
It's a sin eater. Allie!
Is that... It can't be.
She noticed me. She's wearing different clothes too. Yo, she's gotten stronger, huh? Ew, these sin eaters are so scary looking. She's taller than me now. Impressive. You almost lost that one. Yeah.
I had it under control, right up until the moment I didn't. I'll do better next time.
Yeah. Dude,
I
friend.
knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Hug. friend.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm better now. Explain everything. Time works differently. It must have been a really long time since you saw me. Found Ellie first because I remember she was the last one with me.
To a standstill then.
And she promised we can't go out together. Or whatever the fuck she said.
The Exarch did say that the
Or
Empire
to never
seemed
leave
have
her
drawn
alone.
back when he
She
last
said,
looked in
promise
on
me
the
to never leave
source.
me alone.
But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
I need to meet up with everyone, man.
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
True.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day.
Whoa.
I do not doubt for one moment that he saw.
Whoa. If Urianger wasn't speaking Urianger language, then he's serious, bro.
Calamity and your death aren't
What the?
topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
It looks like piss color.
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or
Wow.
people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Bruh.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach.
They're like
But even
primals.
that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They
Wow.
are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them.
Wow.
The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Oh, so that's that disease when I said, is it contagious? They're being transformed into Sin Eaters. Alright, then why can't I just kill them now while they're bedridden? Holy. I see.